I am sharing great news with you today. Listen, because of who you are, because of whose you are, you will be successful. Hey there, I'm Dr. Tam. I'm your empowerment coach, and I'm popping in here today to share more great news with you. I am going to share a tip, a tool that is going to help you to finish this year strong. We don't have to wait to a brand new year to start. We can start with our new beginning today with a brand new mindset. So, in today's video, we're actually talking about visualization. This is a spinoff from day 13. Today is day 14 of our 21-day challenge to finish this year strong. So, yesterday, day 13, we talked about a little bit about visualization. I'm following up again today to give you even go a little bit deeper into understanding exactly what do I mean when I say to visualize yourself being successful, because success is yours and you will be successful. It is already a part of the master's plan that you are successful. So I want to share this with you today. There's no reason to worry. There's no reason to be fearful, no reason to have the anxiety. There's no reason to be stressed out. It looks as though, because things are not working out for you right now in the natural, when you look around at your life, you got these bills that are piling up, you got these responsibilities at work, you have the responsibilities to take care of your family, you have household responsibilities, you have maybe there's credit cards, maybe there are student loans, you have all of these things kind of pulling at you, things that you are responsible for. And because of who you grown. You're responsible. You are that person to take care of your business. So we talking 40 and up. We're talking 50 and up. Look, you've been through life, and through life, you have accumulated quite a bit of responsibility. I want to share with you today that because of who you are and because of whose you are, there's no reason for you to worry. And when we're able to visualize ourselves where we want to be, it helps it a little bit, it makes it a little bit easy for us to actually get there to where we're trying to go. So I want you to think about this for just a moment. I want you to think about that place where you want to be. I remember the other night I had attended an event, and I met a young lady. And one of the things that I asked her, I was like, she was sharing a little bit about her story, who she was, and kind of the work that she was into, and really, and through the work that she was doing, I could really feel her heart, like the heaviness of her heart. And I asked her, but what is it that you want to do in life? And so she shared it with me. And I was like, have you tried to imagine yourself doing that thing? Have you imagined yourself being in that place? And she was like, well, I think about it. Okay. But is it a fleeting thought, or is it an intentional thought where you really spend time? See, when we talk about, or when I talk about visualization, what I mean is like you actually coming up with a mental image. You can literally see yourself in that place. Now, before I get ahead of myself, I told you at the very top that you will be successful because of who you are, and because of whose you are, you will be successful. Now, y'all already know that I'm a God girl. So, yes, let's take it back to scripture. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. Let's stop right there for just a minute. This is God Himself telling us that He's got plans for us. He goes on to tell us that those plans are for a hope and a future, plans for us to prosper, not for harm. Not for harm. Stress, harmful. Anxiety, harmful. Nervousness, harmful. Depression, harmful. Fear, harmful. All of these things that oftentimes that we experience because we are in a place and we're looking around at our environment and we don't see things the way that we want to see them. Life does not look like the way that I thought it would be in this season of my life. Hey, I'm 45 and up. I'm 50 and up. I'm in my 60s and up. This is what you may be saying to yourself. And though you are mature, you are seasoned, you've been around the block for a few times, you've been here for a while, you've been through some experiences, you done racked up some miles, okay? And because of that, you sometimes look around and you don't see what you thought you would see by this time, by this season of your life. I want to drop a little nugget here for you. I want you to continue to say what you see in his word. It may not be what it looks like in your reality. It may not look like your environment right now, but continue to say what you see in his word. His word says that I have plans for you, declares the Lord, to prosper you, not to harm you. That right there should be reassurance to us that he does not want to harm us, that he has plans for us to do good, to be successful in life. So that's why I am confident. I know without a shadow of a doubt that you will be successful because of who you are. You will be successful. And to help us in this place right now, until we're actually able to physically walk in that life, until we get to that place, I'm going to share this tip with you today. Visualization. It is that mental image of you literally already being there. Who is it that you want to be? Where is it that you want to be in your life? Literally, you are sitting and you're thinking about everything. So this is a little exercise that I want you to do. I want you to grab a pen. I want you to grab a journal or something to write with, something that you can revisit often. So that's why I said a journal, something you can kind of, it's pages, it's right there, everything's together, because I want you to revisit this often, because you're literally going to live in this place until you get to that place. And visualization is actually going to help us to be there. You want to be an author. For years, you've thought about writing your own book. For years, people have told you, because of the stories that you tell, because of the advice that you give, because of the words of encouragement that you give, because of the things that you've been through, because of the things that you have overcome. People around you have told you for years, girl, you need to write a book. What's stopping you? Until that day actually comes, I want you to picture yourself as that New York Times #1 best-selling author. That's who you are. Until that day comes, where they give you the keys to your new home, I want you to picture yourself walking through that front door until you sign that contract for that new lease to open up your business, your bakery. I want you to picture yourself being there in that moment. Visualization is very powerful. When we visualize, I want you to write this down. Visualizations, when we visualize, visualization is mental images. We're literally picturing it in our minds. It's a picture in our mind. To help you to best fully create this visualization for yourself, I want you to use your five senses. So if you're in that place, you are the New York Times bestselling author. You have your very first book signing. What do you see? You might be up in Barnes and Nobles. You might be in some other large book chain, or maybe it's a small, quaint little coffee shop where you're doing your very first signing. But wherever that location is, I want you to see yourself there. They have a little stage set up for you, a little elevated area where you can go stand or you can go sit. They have a nice little chair over there for you. They got a table on the end of one end of the table. They have some of your books that are stacked up, and then in the very center, they have one of your books that's already opened up, and you're actually going to read a little bit from your book. You're picturing that. You see yourself there. I want you to smell. Maybe it is at a little coffee shop, so you can smell the different aromas of coffee that's brewing in the back. So all of your guests, all the patrons can actually grab a cup of coffee before they head over to the seated area, before they listen to you read pages from your very first book. So now you see yourself there. You can smell the coffee. I want you to imagine people coming up to you, maybe giving you a hug, embracing you. So now you can feel their touch and their warmth as they're telling you they're super excited to be there. They've heard so much about you already. They've seen all of your advertisement and they've been looking forward to this day for weeks just to sit at your feet and listen to you read pages from your book. This is visualization. I want you to see yourself there. I want you to smell what's around you. I want you to imagine touching and listening to them. Now you hear them telling you over and over how excited they are. And even as you're sitting there and you actually begin reading pages from your book, you hear the crowd, the inflections in your voice. You hear how you're reading. You hear how they are responding to the words that just are popping up off the page as you are reading. You're visualizing yourself there. This is what visualization looks like. And then how do you feel? Your heart is so full. You've imagined this day for years, and you thought that you would never get to this place. But you're here now, and your heart is just overflowing. You can hardly stand it. So much excitement. You're proud of yourself because you made it. You did it. This is visualization. This is you visualizing yourself being successful. This is you visualizing yourself as a part of God's plan. The plan where He says it is to prosper you for a hope and a future, not to harm you. So the worry, that's not of Him. The anxiety, that's not from Him. The nervousness, that's not from Him. The worry, that's not from Him. None of those things are from Him because His word has already told you you will be successful because you are His. You are His precious. You are beloved by Him. You are honored by Him. You are the salt of the earth. You are His masterpiece, fearfully and wonderfully made. That is who you are to Him. And He has good plans for you. Plans for you to be successful. Hey there, I'm Dr. Tam. I really hope that this visualization exercise really blesses you. I want you to take time, come back to your notes, rewatch this video several times, come back to the notes. Remember, when you are visualizing, you're using all five of your senses. You can see, feel, touch, taste, you can hear. all of that. You're imagining all of that. You're using all of your five senses. I literally want you to sit in this. Take some time to yourself. Find a nice, quiet place where you can steal away for about maybe 10 or 15 minutes. And the more you do it, the more it becomes real. The more real it becomes to you. It's coming. Your day is coming. You will be successful. It is a part of his plan. I'm Dr. Tam. I'm your empowerment coach. Listen, down below, I've added a link. I want you to click the link and I want you to grab God's Precious and Beloved. It is a 30-day biblical affirmation ebook to remind you every single day of who you are. I want you to start speaking life over yourself every single day because you are his precious and beloved. I'll check in with you soon.